Good morning. This is Oil for Lamps. I just wanted to come on here and encourage somebody today. God is so faithful. We have no idea just how faithful He is. He gives us promises in His Word. And the closer you get to Him, the more He'll speak to you. And He has made promises to me, and I have been seeing them one by one. Faithfully and lovingly, He has fulfilled them. I just would like to give a testimony of one of the promises God has fulfilled in my life. I had asked Him one of the things that I had asked Him was to heal my eyes. And we know that it's in His timing and it's His way. But I want to give you the testimony that I had went to my regular doctor appointment, a checkup. I had went in to make the appointment, and they told me it would be a year before I could get in. And I didn't think anything other than, well, I just have to wait. And it turns out that my daughter had gotten in somehow. Her father had called and gotten her in on an emergency appointment. Well, being that I was on a waiting list, even though my appointment was scheduled a year out, they called me and they said, you have an appointment coming up for your daughter. Will you be bringing her? And I said yes. And they said, well, we have an opening at that time. Would you like to both be seen? And I thought, wow, I don't have to wait a year. So yes, thank you. I'll take that appointment, I told him. So I went into this appointment, and they had told me that they wanted to dilate my eyes. And she checked my eyes and she said, nope, we will not be dilating you today. And I said, okay, well, why? And she said, you have something called angular closure glaucoma. And I said, what is that? And she said, I need you to get into an emergency appointment with a specialty eye doctor. And they will actually pierce a little hole in your eye, which will cause drainage, and that will help you to not have your eyes closed. Because if your eyes close between now and then, you'll go blind. And I thought, oh no, I don't want to go. Of course, we don't want to go blind. Well, what amazing blessing that God did for me was get me into that appointment, and I know that it was Him. So when I went to this appointment thinking they would pierce a hole in my eye, I'm making it sound a little bit more scary because that's what it was in my heart. I was a little scared. And it turns out that the procedure for my eyes, that little hole in the eye would not fix the problem. So they said, actually, you have to have cataract surgery. And they explained to me what that is. And basically, it repairs or it replaces your actual lens, your eye lens. And they said, and you need to do this ASAP, because if your eyes close, you could be blind and it's not reversible. And that was a little scary. But I was standing in faith that the Lord was at work. So I went in, I had the procedure. I'm actually going to a checkup this morning. Everything went well. They replaced my lenses, and now I have 20/20 vision. The Lord is so faithful the way He does things. I am just amazed at, wow, to be honest, before this, I had forgotten that I had asked God to heal my eyes. And He did. It's amazing how He does things. Sometimes it's in the everyday things that we don't, like I didn't even know that was possible. But He knows all. So the Lord is faithful. I just wanted to give that testimony to somebody today who might be waiting on the Lord for a promise to be fulfilled. He is faithful even when we're not faithful. But when He is faithful, it makes me want to be so much more faithful to Him. And that is one of the reasons I'm on here today, is to be faithful to the Lord. So I am so grateful to him for what he has done. And if he does it for me, he'll do it for you. So hang in there, my friend.